Oliver was a quiet kid with a kind heart. He spent most of his time lost in books or sketching his favorite characters in his notebook. With tousled hair and round glasses perched on his nose, he went unnoticed by many. He preferred the company of stories over loud games, and that often made him the target of bullies at school. A group of popular kids, led by Jake, took pleasure in making fun of Oliver. They mocked his interests, calling him a nerd and a loser. Whenever they passed by during recess, they would snicker and throw paper at him, excited to impress their friends. Despite the hurtful words, Oliver kept his head down, finding comfort in the worlds he created through his art and stories. However, deep inside, Oliver dreamed of being brave enough to stand up for himself. Little did he know that soon, everything would change. He was about to show everyone that they had picked on the wrong kid. The reasons behind the bully's actions were simple yet cruel. Jake and his friends thrived on popularity and fitting in, and they believed that picking on someone different would make them look stronger in front of their peers. Oliver's love for reading and drawing set him apart from the other kids, who were more interested in sports and games. To them, Oliver's interests seemed odd, which made him an easy target. Each day at recess, the bullies would seize opportunities to mock him, thinking it made them cool or funny. They couldn't understand why anyone would prefer a book over playing soccer or why drawing characters could be any fun at all. Jake led the charge, laughing with his friends as they called Oliver names, not realizing they were only revealing their own shallow understanding of friendship. In their minds, isolating Oliver brought them closer, but little did they know that their actions would soon lead to a moment that would change everything. One sunny afternoon during recess, the bullies took their teasing too far. They had gathered around Oliver as he sat quietly under a tree, sketching a new drawing in his notebook. Jake, with a mischievous grin, snatched the notebook from Oliver's hands and threw it into a nearby puddle. Laughter erupted from the group as they watched Oliver's eyes widen in shock. In that moment, something inside Oliver stirred. The hurt he felt was deeper than before. It was as if his heart had broken along with his precious drawings. For the first time, anger bubbled up within him. He stood up, his small frame trembling but determined. "That's not funny," he shouted, surprising even himself with the strength of his voice. The laughter faded as the bullies exchanged confused glances. Oliver's sudden bravery caught them off guard. With newfound courage, he demanded his notebook back, refusing to let them take advantage of him any longer. This was the turning point he had been waiting for. After standing up to the bullies, Oliver felt a spark of confidence he had never known before. He remembered something he had kept hidden for a long time: his surprising talent for sports. In secret, Oliver had spent countless hours practicing soccer in his backyard, dribbling the ball and perfecting his shots. He loved how it felt to score goals, but had never shared this passion with anyone. Encouraged by his newfound courage, Oliver decided to join the upcoming school soccer competition. As soon as he signed up, he felt a mix of excitement and nerves. In the days leading up to the event, he trained hard, practicing after school and honing his skills alone. On competition day, whispers filled the air when Oliver walked onto the field in his shiny new jersey. His classmates, especially the bullies, were shocked to see him there. No one expected quiet Oliver to be part of the game, and they wondered if their perception of him was about to change forever. The day of the big soccer competition arrived, filled with excitement and a hint of nervousness. The sun shone bright overhead as students gathered on the field, their laughter and chatter mixing in the air. Banners waved in the breeze, and the smell of popcorn from a nearby stall made everyone eager for the event to start. Teams warmed up, kicking balls and practicing passes while friends painted each other's faces in their school colors. As Oliver stepped onto the field, butterflies fluttered in his stomach. He could hear whispers around him. Some were of surprise, others laced with doubt from the bullies who still couldn't believe he had joined the game. The referee blew the whistle to signal the beginning of the match, and Oliver took a deep breath, feeling the weight of anticipation on his shoulders. Every eye was on him as he positioned himself on the field. This was not just a game. It was his chance to prove that he was more than just the quiet kid they had picked on. As the match kicked off, the bullies, led by Jake, watched from the sidelines with smirks on their faces, fully expecting Oliver to struggle. They leaned in towards each other, mocking him under their breath as if his presence on the field was a joke. But as the game progressed, their laughter quickly turned to disbelief. Oliver played with surprising skill, darting past defenders and making accurate passes. He moved with an ease that left his classmates, including Jake and his friends, stunned. Each time Oliver touched the ball, he showcased a talent they had never anticipated. When he scored a stunning goal in the first half, cheers erupted from the crowd, drowning out any jeers from the bullies. Their expressions shifted from amusement to shock as they realized they had severely underestimated him. The atmosphere buzzed with excitement as Oliver continued to shine, proving that he was much more than just the kid they'd picked on for so long. As the match continued, Oliver's determination shone brighter with every play. He skillfully dribbled past defenders, turning what seemed impossible into moments of glory on the field. Each time he received the ball, he displayed confidence and poise, surprising not only the audience, but also himself. With every successful pass and sprint, he felt the weight of doubt lift off his shoulders, replaced by pure joy. The crowd cheered loudly as he assisted his teammates, igniting a spark of energy among them. Oliver's heart raced as he realized he was no longer the quiet kid hiding in the shadows. He was a crucial player in this game. When the final whistle blew, Oliver's team emerged victorious. He had not only scored goals, but also earned respect and admiration from his peers. The bullies' earlier mockery had faded into silence as they watched him celebrate with a smile that lit up his face. In that moment, Oliver knew he had triumphed in more ways than one, proving that he was truly capable of greatness. As Oliver celebrated with his teammates, Jake and the other bullies stood on the sidelines, their expressions shifting from disbelief to regret. They watched in silence as the once quiet boy they had mocked for so long shined brightly in front of everyone. The cheers of the crowd echoed in their ears, reminding them of their harsh words and actions. Jake felt a knot form in his stomach as he reflected on how he treated Oliver. His initial amusement had turned into shame as he realized that they had misjudged him completely. The laughter that had once come so easily now felt hollow and unearned, replaced by a sinking feeling that they had driven an innocent kid to hide his true talents. Seeing Oliver achieve something remarkable made them reconsider their behavior. They began to understand that bullying someone for being different only revealed their own insecurities. As they walked away from the field, a sense of remorse lingered in the air, marking a turning point for both Oliver and the bullies. After the competition, Oliver was still riding the high of victory when he noticed Jake and a couple of his friends approaching him. Their expressions were somber, and Oliver felt a mix of curiosity and apprehension. Would they resume their old ways after all he had accomplished? As they reached him, Jake cleared his throat, visibly struggling with the words. "Hey, Oliver," he began, glancing at his friends for support. "We wanted to say we're sorry for how we treated you. We were wrong to bully you." Oliver was taken aback. This was the last thing he expected. Jake continued, "You played amazingly today. We didn't know you had that talent. Can we start over? Maybe even be friends?" The sincerity in Jake's voice surprised Oliver, and he could see genuine remorse in their eyes. After a moment of hesitation, he smiled softly. "I'd like that." In that instant, a bridge began to form between them, signaling a new chapter filled with possibility for everyone involved. As Oliver stood there, Jake's apology hung in the air, and he felt a swirl of emotions inside him. Part of him remembered the hurtful moments and the loneliness he endured because of their bullying. Yet, in witnessing their genuine remorse, he also felt a sense of compassion. He understood that everyone makes mistakes, and perhaps they had been dealing with their own struggles. When he accepted their apology, Oliver felt a weight lift from his shoulders. Forgiveness was not only about letting go of the past, but also about embracing kindness for the future. In that moment, he realized how powerful it was to be compassionate, even toward those who had wronged him. Oliver smiled warmly, feeling a surge of hope. "Let's start fresh," he said, inviting them into his life with open arms. This act of kindness transformed what once was a painful chapter into an opportunity for genuine friendship and growth, reminding everyone that understanding and forgiveness can change lives for the better. In the days that followed, both Oliver and the former bullies began to reflect on their experiences and the lessons learned. For Oliver, standing up for himself had shown him the importance of believing in his abilities and embracing his uniqueness. He realized that being different is something to celebrate, not to hide. His journey taught him that kindness and forgiveness have the power to heal wounds and build connections. On the other hand, Jake and his friends gained valuable insight into their behavior. They understood that bullying had stemmed from their own insecurities and the pressure to fit in. Through their interactions with Oliver, they learned that true friendship is built on acceptance, respect, and empathy. They discovered that lifting others up rather than tearing them down creates a more supportive environment for everyone. As they walked through the hallways together, Oliver and his new friends exemplified how understanding one another's differences can lead to stronger bonds and a more compassionate school community. The experiences reshaped their lives, reminding them all of the strength found in kindness and acceptance. As the journey of Oliver and his former bullies came to a close, it became clear that standing up against bullying and celebrating differences is essential for building a caring community. Oliver's bravery in confronting his challenges not only changed his own life, but also opened the eyes of those who had once mocked him. The transformation from hurtful behavior to genuine friendship illustrated that courage can inspire positive change in everyone. The lessons they learned about acceptance and kindness serve as powerful reminders that each individual has unique qualities worthy of celebration. Embracing these differences creates a sense of belonging, allowing everyone to thrive. As Oliver walked through the school halls with his new friends, he felt empowered, knowing that his story could inspire others to stand up against bullying. By choosing compassion over resentment, he showed that forgiveness leads to growth and healing. In the end, together they proved that kindness can indeed change the world, one act at a time.